Now, we will study about the role of teacher and assessment and evaluation processes in core curriculum. See, role of teachers in core curriculum. Teachers play a vital role in the practical implementation and successful achievement of a core curriculum. The role of teachers goes beyond mere knowledge distribution. Role of teachers in core curriculum. Teachers play a vital role in the practical implementation and successful achievement of a core curriculum. The role of teachers goes beyond mere knowledge distribution, being planning and implementation parties that assess curricular goals to ensure the student receives essential knowledge and skills. So, there are a list passing through which we can understand that what roles a teacher has to play. So, listed below are some of the key roles played by teachers in the context of a core curriculum. Facilitator of learning. Number 1, educationists act as guides or catalysts, helping students understand key concepts and ensure their mastery of foundational principles in all fields of learning. So, the teacher's role is to work as a catalyst just to promote the particular activity that the students are doing and make a clarification regarding the key concepts. They create an interactive environment that facilitates critical thinking, problem solving and inquiry based learning aligned with the core curriculum objectives. So, the teacher act as a catalyst and teachers also create a kind of interactive environment where the students are having a certain kind of cooperative learning and they are able to know and to express their views on a particular problem like a critical thinker, and it is also aligned with the core objectives of the curriculum that say that the participation of everyone is very essential and at maximum. So, these kinds of work or these kind of role a teacher has to play in the classroom. Curriculum interpreter. Educators tailor their teaching methods to the needs of the students by analyzing the basic framework adopted in devising the curriculum. They chop the abstract standards into daily lessons and activities that are grounded on the learning levels of the students and interest. So, he is a curriculum interpreter also in this kind of learning. And the third is the developer of resources. Following the curriculum set into place, teachers often supplement the material with other resources, tools and materials to encourage more participation and productivity within the educational processes. So, as a developer of resources, a teacher includes multimedia, technologies and practical applications to enhance the fundamentals of mathematics, science, linguistics and the social sciences also. Evaluator and assessor. Teacher assess the learner's knowledge on formative and summative assessment, thus judging their understanding and ability. So, the work done by the students as per the objectives framed for the implementation of core curriculum, these objectives are checked by the teacher and here the teacher act as an evaluator or assessor. So, formative and summative both kind of assessment are here, formating during the instruction, summative total of all the formative evaluation. So, when the curriculum starts, the teacher takes the sessional test, assignments, that is formative kind of learning, formative kind of evaluation, and passing through all the chapters at the end when the evaluation is taken, it is known as summative, that is sum of all. contains. So, this is here the teacher act as an evaluator and assessor. They give beneficial feedback to learners and use the assessment information to modify their instructional approaches and reduce educational inequities. So, here a teacher work as an assessor, and here the teacher may modify the instructional approaches if he finds that the curriculum was not implemented in proper way and the students are not making the good progress on the content delivered. So, there may be a certain kind of modification in the way that they have adopted during the academic session, and reduce educational inequities. If there is any kind of injustice with any kind of content, or we are not able to provide the teaching aids, we are not able to performing any kind of experiments. So, any injustice if it happened during the passing through the course, so such kind of challenges that he faced can modify and can solve after getting the results of the summative evaluation. So, here teacher act as a evaluator to check the progress of the students as well as to modify or to review or to redefine any kind of problems that happens during academic session when the curriculum was implemented. Advocate for holistic development. Besides instructional learning, teachers of these competencies have as part of their pedagogy communication, collaboration, ethical reasoning. However, all this falls under the main aims of the core curriculum. So, teachers of these competencies are part of pedagogy, communication, collaboration, ethical reasoning. However, all these that comes under the head of this holistic development. So, this is also the responsibility of the teacher, that he should try to develop the holistic growth of the students. Growth and development both goes all together. So, the holistic development of the personality is required here. They assist students in bridging theoretical knowledge with practical applications, thereby promoting comprehensive development. Adaptability and innovation. The educator adjusts his curriculum, teaching practices and incorporation tools in response to shifts in curriculum expectations, changes in technology and differences among students. So, innovating, that is why adopting interdisciplinary approaches where core subjects linked to current issues such as environmental sustainability and digital literacy. I told you in previous lecture that what kind of innovation, what kind of new thing is required joining one subject to another, that is flexibility here, and a teacher can take opportunity and advantage by joining one subject to another and can teach in that a way that the core group of values or a kind of values in joining all together can be inculcated among the students. Mentor and role model. Teachers who are mentors as well as role model encourage students to take the value of solid education that the foundational curriculum imparts. They develop basic dispositions and practices in students through the demonstration of curiosity, current education and ethical conduct. Collaborator. Teachers collaborate with colleagues, administrators and parents to align their classroom practices with broader curricular goals. They also promote the progressive development of the core curriculum through the share of knowledge and best practices. So, teacher act as a collaborator in the sense that he tries to align all kind of learning experiences with the outer environment, and also try to promote the progressive development of the core curriculum through the share of knowledge and best practices. So, agent of equity. The role of teachers is central to equalize access to the essential curriculum for children regardless of their background or ability. They differentiate instruction and provide extra support to enable all students to prosper. Promoter of lifelong learning. Teachers teach value to students that lifelong learning and adaptability amid an ever changing world are of great importance through their involvement with core curriculum content. So, promoter of lifelong learning means that the learning goes throughout the life. So, what kind of learning is required in what stages, that we all know, and we should passing through this kind of lifelong learning, at least our learner will be able to adapt such environment that if it is changing, if there is any kind of need to modify it, at least he can do it accordingly. So, teacher here act as a promoter of lifelong learning. Assessment and evaluation of core curriculum. Assessment and evaluation are among the inherent elements of the core curriculum because they indicate how effective that curriculum is at achieving educational objectives and how effectively it enables students to acquire desired knowledge and skills. So, assessment and evaluation of core curriculum is very essential, that it should be in that form that whatever the effectiveness of this that should be appear in the behavior of the students, and what kind of changes are required, it should also be mentioned by a teacher by evaluating the effectiveness of that core curriculum. So, such processes involve a deep probe into what the students learnt and planning and implementing the curriculum itself. Evaluation of curriculum effectiveness. Alignment with goals. Ascertaining that the fundamental curriculum is in accordance with the educational benchmark and societal requirements. Relevance. Evaluating the relevance of the curriculum content to current and future challenges, phased technological advances as well as global changes. So, it should be relevant to all kind of problems that exist, and it should be helpful to promote the learning of the students, and it should be having certain kind of space or flexibility where we can add technological innovations by integrating the technology in core curriculum. Student outcomes. Measuring how the curriculum affects students' critical thinking, problem solving and interdisciplinary knowledge. Stakeholder feedback. Utilize the feedback of teachers, students, parents and administrators on strengths and weaknesses of the curriculum. So, the stakeholders, those who are concerned with this kind of curriculum, they should also be consulted. They should also be given an opportunity that what kind of suggestion do you have for this curriculum, what kind of modification is needed. So, this kind of modification or this kind of review of core curriculum can be done by taking these all the points. Standardized testing. They are often used to measure student performance against national or regional standards. Rubrics and checklist. Rubrics and checklist create clear expectations in terms of evaluating complex tasks or projects. Self and peer assessment encourage reflective learning and collaborative assessment among students. Digital tools, online platforms and tools for quizzes, adaptive testing and analyzing data make assessment process better. Challenges in assessment and evaluation. Standardization versus individualization. Balancing standardized assessment with the need to tailor competency tests to individual learning styles. Interdisciplinary assessment, evaluating interconnected competencies across subjects in a meaningful way. Equity issues, ensuring that assessments are fair and achievable for students who come from different backgrounds. And so, this is about the challenges that that we face or the teacher face for this assessment and evaluation, that is standardization versus individualization. And interdisciplinary assessment is really difficult because evaluating interconnected competencies across subject in a meaningful way, that become a challenge for a teacher. And equity issues, ensuring that assessments are fair and justice giving to everyone and achievable for students who come from different backgrounds. So, this is about the core curriculum, that we have studied what is core curriculum, what are the different merits of core curriculum, what kind of core curriculum or what core values given priority or given emphasis by the National Policy 1986 and by the National Education Policy 2020 also. And we have also studied that what kind of core values be inculcated in what ways to our students. So, role of a teacher is very important, and along with this, what kind of challenges in assessment and evaluation a teacher faces, this has also been discussed here. And along with this, we should also know that the National Education Policy 2020 is also saying that the classroom should be diversified and a teacher should follow the inclusive approach, because all the learners, those who are differ with respect to gender, with respect to socio-economic status, with respect to other kind of these diversity, they must all be giving a proper kind of treatment, and they should all together move always all together. This is the role of teacher, that all the students, those who differ in their they differ in their IQs, they differ in their talents, they differ in their kind of this capabilities and competencies, but they should always be flourished in that way, that sabka saath sabka vikas. So, a teacher has to flourish all the talents, all the needs and the demands of the students, whether they are challenging or the disabled, that should also be given priority. And this the slogan that given by our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, that sabka saath, sabka vikas, sabka vishwas. So, that is very essential for us. We find lot of examples from the society that those who are having disability, and in spite of this disability, they have done excellent, par excellence, and they acknowledged and they contributed a lot of wonderful contribution to the society. You know the name of one Littlefinger, that he wrote the book with the help of Littlefinger because she has certain kind of muscles problem, and she can't sit. Malini, name is Malini. So, these kind of examples that we observed in the society, so really thrilled that the core curriculum and a kind of curriculum that helps to learner to flourish the talent, to flourish the kind of capabilities and competencies are really wonderful. And we can say that in inclusive classroom where we are trying to develop a core values among the student is a wonderful kind of curriculum that helps to prepare the students a good citizen of the country. So, this core curriculum is a need or is a need of the hour that a teacher should try to play a greater role in implementing of this curriculum. So, I do hope that you have enjoyed this learning and you could be able to know what are the common course through passing through which we are trying to make good citizens of India, and we can try that our student will be able to adjust in our country and outside the country also, so that they can face the challenges that come in the path of the progress and they become a member of global society. So, I do hope this is all about the core curriculum, and you may go through the other material also, and I have provided references here. You may go through these books also, and I do hope that you have enjoyed this learning. Be happy and be healthy. Thank you very much.